Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NIRATIAS, the Battle of Chicago here, live from the Second City Dojo in Chicago, Illinois. We would be outside in the campgrounds as was tradition, but unfortunately due to inclement weather, it is quite cold outside and there's snow on the ground. We can't really go outside for the show, but that's okay. We are here ready to bring to you the year-end spectacular Battle of Chicago here tonight as we look into the field. Of course, Samantha Lou looking for her breakout moment here in this tournament. Cat Venus looking to establish herself once again as the top of the pack. Former Horizon champion, never should have really lost the belt. Oakley Star, former World of NIRATIAS champion. She is coming into the tournament with a new fire. She took Nikki Serenity out of this tournament, and Faith Hawkins is the replacement for Serenity. Faith wrestled last Wednesday in an MMA rules cage match. Don't know what condition she's in. Rachel Hill, of course, will be representing the Jed Heads. Jed's camp, Moa Suzuki, perhaps the favorite. Certainly one of the favorites is the Sky Killer. Came up short at Horizon X. Ruriko Sakai, she has been on a tear lately, going through everyone in front of her. Took down Lee Ray last Wednesday. Lee Ray missing the tournament because of that. And Kara Maxis returning from injury. Returning from the pay-per-view. Returning from her neck, the injury from Jury. Valentina, Salinas, maybe another one of the favorites to win this tournament, is the fashionista. And Emma Chen, a dark horse in this tournament. Has had a very up and down career. Qualified for the Battle of Chicago after missing out on the opportunity to compete for the Horizons title. Then Akuma's Dojo's representative, Lanet Sinclair. Queen Bee making her NIRATIAS debut. Of course, we're here in Second City Dojo. SCD talent all over the card. May Kwan representing the home team here in the Battle of Chicago. And Sarah Miller, Dakota Wheeler's running buddy, making her return to NIRATIAS in this tournament. Lisbeth Jin-Seong has to be a favorite. Was Sansa time champion ever since Horizon X. Lost it due to time expire with Faith Hawkins. Lumi Hahn in the tournament as well. She got a big win over Samantha Lou a few weeks ago. And then our 16th and final entrant, Ashley Hardt, barely making her way into the tournament. Had solid performances against Katrina Winters. Had a win as well at the start of this arc against Lumi Hahn, as we are now getting ready to go and see who is first. It is a blind bracket. The first round matches are unknown. Who's it gonna be? And it's Lumi Hahn. The Magic Crossbow's Young Arrow will be the first entrant in the Battle of Chicago here tonight. It is a 16-woman bracket. Round one is a blind, which means that the matchups are hidden. At the end of the night, we will show you the final 8, the bracket for the tournament. But for the night, you know who's competing, you just don't know against who. And Lumi Hahn drew the star to be the first competitor in the Battle of Chicago tonight. Lumi Hahn has had a lot of ups and downs here in NIRATIAS. It's one way to put it. The young arrow, and it looks like she dropped Lisbeth Jin-Seong. That is a tough first round draw for the young arrow. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know about that, Lisbeth. That seems a bit sketchy to me. Lisbeth Jin-Seong, of course, won that cage match on Wednesday against Faith Hawkins. But Safiya Fortune, the dealer, has taken Lisbeth out of the tournament. Safiya promised if she wins, Lisbeth can take her spot in the top 8. I don't know how much I trust that, because I'm not entirely sure Safiya Fortune going to win this match against Lumi Hahn. Safiya Fortune, bright young prospect of the worst generation. She has 2 matches under her belt here in NIRATIAS with a 1-1 record, tapped out to Maxis, but also has a win. Of course, no Kia Creed at ringside for Safiya Fortune. Battle of Chicago rules. No one's allowed at ringside during tournament matches. You're gonna have to do it on your own. As Safiya Fortune, this damn sure should be an interesting one. It's been a while since we've seen Safiya Fortune. She was still a student under the worst generation camp. Of course, the other member, Kia Creed, Andre Wilson, making names for themselves in the other ETC promotions. Safiya Fortune looking to do the same here. Gets to take on Lumi Hahn. These two are not trading. Super kick to the gut there. Lumi, I think, dodged it. Drop kick. And big pump kick from Safiya Fortune. And Safiya Fortune, oh, Lumi Hahn trips the legs. Comes up onto the apron. Beautiful neckbreaker across the top rope by Lumi Hahn. Lumi Hahn has been spending time in the NIRATIAS training rings religiously. Big pull down on the ropes there. And now springboard Hurricane Rana from Lumi Hahn. Beautifully done. 1, 2. Only a 2 count though for the Magic Crossbows Young Arrow. The Gaijin faction from Japan. Lumi Hahn is their young talent. As Lumi now throws a big kick to the face of Safiya Fortune. As Lumi now making her way to the top rope. What is she looking for? Big body splash. A lot of elevation there. And only a 2 count. As Safiya Fortune kicking away at Lumi Hahn. Fortune, big backhand there, knocked Lumi into the ropes. Continuing the attack. As Safiya, big kick there. This is going insane. Big right hand. Lumi Hahn in big trouble. Going insane for Safiya Fortune. This debut here. Big knee. Well, not technically Safiya's debut. It might as well be. It's her debut as a graduate under the worst generation. A beautiful tope atomico. Shades of Latino heat. As Safiya only getting a 2 count now, back on Lumi Hahn here. Takes Lumi out. As here we go, big tope con hello, Chicago, Illinois from Safiya Fortune. Posing for the crowd. I don't know how much the crowd likes to see her pose. As Lumi Hahn up to her feet, runs in Safiya, kicks it on the way in, top rope. Beautiful twisting arm drag. As Safiya Fortune's really been showing us something here tonight. Beautiful tilt-a-whirl takes her down. Now off the ropes. Safiya with the layup into the elbow. It's the little things like that, the little taunts that Safiya Fortune does. Safiya, she needs to stay focused on her opponents. I think she's looking to finish Lumi on here. I think we're looking for Diamonds Are Forever. Wasn't able to get it though. Lumi off the ropes. Beautiful STO from Lumi Hahn. Beautiful combo as well into the neck breaker. An axe handle, but it whiffed. Safiya was able to dodge out of the way, and now here comes Lumi Hahn. Pop up, forearm, nip up. Averted Manhattan drop there, and now sends her to the ground with a big slam. Where the hell is Lumi going? Top rope. What a frog splash. Jane Johnson getting hyped up after that frog splash. I think she just cost Lumi on that match. Lumi though, she's looking to finish it. Ocean Cyclone, I think, coming up. Turns her around, looking for it. Safiya fights her off though. Safiya now. Oh, Lumi back flipped out. Off the ropes. Runs right through Safiya. Springboard back elbow. Safiya was waiting for her. Safiya, she's waiting for her now. She's going to finish her off, I think. Hooks her up. Uranagi Cloud Fox style. Out of Safiya Fortune. And Fortune could have, I think, looking to finish it. Now rips her off the top rope. By the neck. As Safiya now double underhook. Big lung blower there. Unique maneuver from Fortune, and now looking to finish. As Lumi hooked on her shoulders. Diamonds Are Forever. 2, 3. Her father, Diamond Fortune, popularized that maneuver. Safiya has adopted it into her own. Used to call that the Sunset Strip back in the day. But DAF, Diamonds Are Forever, is Safiya's name for it. Diamonds Are Forever, so is Safiya Fortune. It seems Safiya Fortune, I think, could go really far in this tournament entirely on the merit of the fact that no one was expecting her to be in it. You see Lisbeth looking on. I can't imagine Heartbreak going through Lisbeth, Jin-Seong. But, of course, Safiya Fortune got the calling card. The $100 bill leaves it in the mouth of Lumi Hahn. And that will do it for our first match here tonight. Lumi Hahn left behind. Safiya Fortune moved to the top 8. Absolutely fantastic performance there from Safiya Fortune. Cannot wait to see more of her. As we go backstage and see Jed soaking in the crowd from backstage. Of course, has Naomi Peterson with her. And hometown girl G as well. Representing Second City Dojo and Dakota Wheeler, the Scourge of NIRATIAS. Those three will meet in a ladder match tomorrow night, day 2, for the Horizons of NIRATIAS Championship that is held by Jed. Dakota Wheeler won that title unfairly back at Iron Throne, was stripped of it, has gone behind Haven Black's back to get a rematch. G should be the rightful #1 contender to Jed. What comes to a head tomorrow night, day 2 of the Battle in Chicago. You will want to be here for that. That is when all the title matches take place, as well, of course, as the Battle of Chicago tournament itself. You'll want to be here for that, as we are now going back to the ring for our second match of the evening. Let's see who's next. It's Ashley Hardt. Ashley Hardt coming to the ring. She is going to be our next competitor here in the Battle of Chicago. Ashley Hardt. She is someone who has had a tumultuous year so far. She debuted, she beat Lumi Hahn, but has been on a bit of a losing streak ever since. Most recently losing to Katrina Winters just a couple weeks ago. Lumi Hahn, from what I understand, was one of the last people invited to this tournament. Her, Lumi, and Samantha were the last 3. Ashley Hardt, the replacement for Nikki Serenity, actually not Faith Hawkins, but rather Ashley Hardt. And it looked like Ashley going to have to contend with an interesting opponent, Cara Maxis. The Black Rabbit. And this is an interesting dynamic here. Ashley Hardt actually helped get Cara Maxis into NIRATIAS. She trained her. These two are actually half sisters together. Family fight here tonight in NIRATIAS. Ashley Hardt, the only family Cara Maxis really has left. So you know that these two are going to put each other through a war here tonight. For that next spot in the top 8. Half sisters, student and teacher. Nothing but respect between these two. And this is something that happens in the Battle of Chicago. You get people who've never wrestled before. You get people with a literal lifetime of experience with each other. You get friends fighting each other, you get enemies fighting each other. This is the magic of the blind bracket of the Battle of Chicago. As now we are ready to get underway here. Show respect in the middle of the ring now. Color and elbow tie-up already very different to the last match. As Ashley now. Snapmare beautifully done. Down goes Maxis now into the pin. Not even a 1 count. Very short As now Maxis takes Ashley down, beautifully done, takes her down into the pin of her own. Again, another short 0 count, not even a 1 count. As now, look at this, Maxis leg scissors, 1. Maxis is such a student of the game. She has been watching so many people for so many years, learning everything from them. Of course, I'm part of the Battle of Chicago. The ETC and their partners are represented here tonight. Emma Chen represents Fukui Pro. Lanet Sinclair represents Akuma's Dojo. Big cross body through the ropes. From Ashley Hardt, of course, Kwan represents Second City Dojo, which is home field advantage here in the Battle of Chicago. Sara Miller, also an import in the tournament. Big scoop slam there from Ashley Hardt. Beautifully done. Power slam. 2. Short 2 count. Hardt not able to keep Maxis down. Maxis has had a hell of a year so far. 2 run-ins with Jury. Gold final 0 from previous season back in February. And then Horizon X just a couple months ago, back in October. As now, Maxis getting the boots put to her. Into the cover now goes Ashley Hardt. They want to keep Maxis down though. Maxis, the Sense of Time champion for a while. Beat Mia Nishimura out of NIRATIAS. Maxis is to exchanging here, chirps Maxis down off the ropes. Comes back, gets hit with a Japanese style arm drag. And a flashback there from Maxis. Maxis continuing the attack. German suplex, beautifully done. 1, 2. Wait, 2 count. Maxis is a master of those suplexes. It's a master of submissions as well. Backbreaker takes her down. Maxis now heading up top. And beautiful layout senton from Maxis. 1, 2, only a 2 count there. From the Black Rabbit Maxis. She gives up size to most people in NIRATIAS. But she really doesn't wrestle like it. She is aggressive 100% of the time. Beautiful Russian leg sweep from Ashley Hardt rather there. 2. A 2 count. As now dives up and over. And Maxis gets her with a spear. Coming back in. And now German suplex but holds onto the waist lock. That's a 2nd and a 3rd from Maxis. Neckbreaker. Butterfly suplex, beautifully done. As Maxis continues the attack. And beautiful kick. Now has her hook spin out into the lariat. Beautifully done. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Big overhand there from Hardt. 2nd one caught. As Maxis now has Hardt trapped. Into the sharpshooter. Ashley Hardt. I don't know if she's aware of how close she is to the ropes. Instead using her hands to try to elevate herself. Hardt instead decides to trip Maxis out and escape on her own. Maybe she knew if she grabbed those ropes, Maxis would still have advantage. As now, what in the world is that? That was beautifully done. Falcon Arrow variation 2. Only a 2 count. That was like a suplex lift into a side slam. I'm not sure what that was. That was unique from the cagey veteran. That is Ashley Hardt. Maxis now big uppercut. Hard into the corner goes Hardt. As Maxis now rolling thunder. Beautifully done too. That's more of her training. Watching other wrestlers religiously for years has Kara Maxis. Maxis would find moves that she'd want to do and she'd take them to Ashley Hardt and Ashley would teach her how to do them. Hardt kick there. That was low on Maxis. Referee deemed it to be in the gut though. As Hardt fall from grace on Kara Maxis. 2, only a 2 count though. Trying her best to hold on. Is the Black Rabbit and Ashley Hardt. Calling for that elbow. She loves to use it. There it is. It's that elbow. And now Hardt up top. Elbow drop from the middle rope. She called for it and she delivered it too. Only a 2 count though. Ashley Hardt with a big 2 count there. Is Ashley now looking to finish? Perhaps no. Maxis saw it coming. Hardt threw that kick. She was looking for the Angel's wings. Maxis takes her down. Clothesline again. Now catches the kick. Enziguri though from Hardt. Maxis unable to complete the sequence there. After that kick again. I think Maxis went down, was looking for a sharpshooter again, did not get it. Hardt big suplex there, beautifully done. As now, big chop from Kara Maxis. Maxis continuing to strike away. Hip toss, knee to the face. Into the cover now, 1, 2, and Hardt's got the ropes. Saves herself. That is the ring awareness of Ashley Hardt. She definitely knew where she was on that one. And Maxis now, look at that figure 4. Has it locked in. Figure 4 leg lock on Ashley Hardt. Maxis, she needs to elevate her hips a little more. There we go, starting to. It's Hardt versus the pressure. Hardt scrambling to her feet. Side effect. Beautifully done. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. These two are matching each other every step of the way. I expect nothing less. But I see Kara Maxis and Ashley Hardt face each other in the ring. And now brings her a cross face. Has it locked in. And the full extension on the cross face. Is Ashley gonna tap out? And trying to hold on. Maxis has that wrenched all the way in, and that's it. Tap out from Ashley Hardt. Courtesy of the Kara Maxis crossface. We go to the replays. Beautifully done from Maxis. She saw an opening. She knew how to take it. She knew she couldn't hit Ashley with it. Telegraph, get her into that. She knew that Ashley knew how to get out of that. Ashley taught her that crossface. It really makes sense. And she had to surprise her with it. You see there, the torque on the neck, on the back. Hardt bent all the way back on that crossface. And Kara Maxis is now the second competitor to make her claim for night 2. She'll be joining Safiya Fortune. in the top 8. Beautifully done from the Rabid Rabbit, Kara Maxis. She really is rabid in that ring, I can tell you. She is aggressive. She is all over the opponent like a bulldog that doesn't let go of them. Ashley Hardt found that out the hard way here tonight. As we go backstage to see Lorelei Daniels. She is getting ready for a date with Destiny Juri Kurosawa tomorrow night. I'm sure Maxis would easily trade her Battle of Chicago spot for another match with Juri. But we will have to wait in time to see if she gets it back to Juri. As it will be Lorelei trying her hand against the ghost of Yarikawa, the ghost of NIRATIAS, Juri Kurosawa. As we see Ashley and Kara heading back together. I'm sure Ashley giving her words of encouragement. Maxis, the most prominent of Ashley Hardt's students. I know she's proud of her half-sister. As we're ready for our next contest, it's Lanet Sinclair. Queen Bee makes her debut in NIRATIAS. As Queen Bee dancing in the halls. Needs to make her way to the ring, but Lanet Sinclair, 100% confidence. 100% ready for this opportunity here. Battle of Chicago, of course, has always been home to imports. And Lanet Sinclair looking to follow in the footsteps of the Akuma Dojo's owner, Adam Wolf, former Battle of Chicago champion. He is the only import to ever win the Battle of Chicago. Can Lanet Sinclair add her name to the prize title next to her trainer, the owner of her home promotion? And Lanet Sinclair definitely more than capable of doing so. She is insanely talented inside that ring. I have no doubt that Sinclair has everything it takes to be a star here in the ETC. A wonderful choice by Adam Wolf to represent his dojo in NIRATIAS, but it looks like if Valentina Salinas that she's up against, then good lord. Alright. Married man Paige, calm down. I'm telling it, calm down. Valentina Salinas on her way to the ring now. And you want to talk about two people who are two peas in a pod, really. Salinas and Lanet Sinclair. Very similar style between these two, at least physical style. In the ring they differ. As Valentina Salinas certainly dressed for the occasion here tonight. Looking ready to go. Valentina Salinas certainly has to be a favorite going into the tournament. She was runner-up in the battle box back at Horizon X. Came up short against Sasha Polyakova in winning the world title. Valentina Salinas, I know, is looking for redemption here tonight. Now, Lanet Sinclair could be the first step to that redemption for Valentina Salinas. As Sinclair, the little powerhouse that could out of Akuma Dojo. Valentina Salinas, the toxic mommy of NIRATIAS. As Sinclair now takes her down. And we saw this in the Hardt match. Obviously, Lanet been paying attention at least. I joke that Lanet Sinclair is a hell of a student of the game. Much like Maxis, much like Salinas. She very well deserves to be the Akuma Dojo representative here in NIRATIAS for the Battle of Chicago. First tomorrow we will be seeing her dojo mate, Jed, defending the Horizons title in a ladder match. The first ladder match in NIRATIAS, first ladder match of Jed's career. I know G and Dakota Wheeler both have experience in ladder matches. As Salinas sending Sinclair into the corner. Beautiful view there from our corner cam, mounted in the gold corner. Of course, gold corner is where the champions usually stand. Valentina Salinas, I'm sure, would love to end this as a champion in this tournament. Battle of Chicago champion. There's a prize title to be won. Has the name of every winner, dating all the way back to the first Battle of Chicago, 2010. That was a long time ago, honestly, thinking about it. I was here even way back then for that. Too. Hell, I was 16 doing commentary for that show, for that first Battle of Chicago. I never thought it would have grown to this. That was just 8 people in a warehouse in downtown Chicago somewhere. It's a beautiful combo into a belly-to-belly. Lanet Sinclair. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Queen B continuing the attack. And Queen B now uppercut from Sinclair. That was a stiff uppercut to the face and a drop kick. Now into the cover. Not able to keep her down though. Sinclair hooks her up. Beautifully done. However, Salinas in the ropes. As Lanet now taking a moment to taunt for the crowd. As Salinas now forearm chop. Another one. And here comes Salinas now. Firing up. Head kick, beautifully done. Beautiful knee lift. Deposits the net to the ground. Selena bringing her to the top rope. Perhaps that walk-off drop kick. There it is. Beautifully done missile drop kick from Salinas. Hooks the leg closest to the ropes. Salinas is a veteran for a reason. The first ever Wonder of NIRATIAS champion in Valentina Salinas. Still searching for that world title though. This could be the start. Front foot kick, dodge there. Go for a neck breaker, but Lanet, look at the power of Lanet Sinclair. She is a little pocket powerhouse, is Lanet Sinclair. She reminds me a lot of Emma Chen and Ali Chen, especially in certain ways. All that power in a small frame. That's Sinclair. I think she is going to be something big in the ETC in the coming years. But she doesn't want to wait for the coming years. She wants to take that tonight. She could do that by knocking out a favorite. Good God, what a rolling kick. Hooks her up again for that inverted slam. Sinclair now top rope. Beautiful frog splash. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. That was insanely close. Sinclair, I think, was looking for the Belvedere cut. Didn't get it. Got a super kick in the mouth instead. Into that German suplex. That's a signature combination of Valentina Salinas. And she rips her off the top. And I think now the skies above Chicago are starting to dim. Brazilian sunset. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. The beautiful hues of orange and gold drop on the guys of Chicago. Ends Lanet Sinclair's run. Beautiful Brazilian sunset from Valentina Salinas. That swanton, that is the end of this one. And cannot give Lanet Sinclair enough praise. She got in the ring with a top-rated NIRATIAS star, a favorite to win this tournament. The first Wonder of NIRATIAS champion, and she gave her a fight. Absolutely need to give Lanet Sinclair her flowers after this one. But it's the roses that go to Valentina Salinas, the winner's roses. Like a matador after a bullfight. Throw him in the ring, your winner, Valentina Salinas. She joins Maxis and Safiya Fortune in the final 8. Absolutely incredible performance by both women. As you see, Second City Dojo co-owner Kyle Young up in the skybox with their commentator, Brendan Wilson. We want to thank them for allowing us to take the venue for 2 extra nights due to the weather outside. And, oh. Valentina Salinas, confident as ever. You love it. As we are now getting ready to close out the first half of the top 16. It's Sara Miller. Sara Miller has an interesting record in NIRATIAS. She is 0-0-1. Has only had 1 match, ended in a no contest. Wrestled then Skybound Kid, now Boa Suzuki. Way back, I believe it was Stargazers episode 5. She was suspended alongside Dakota Wheeler after the actions at Iron Throne in London. Sara Miller, she won a big tournament to get into this event, held by our partners over in a live event crossover between Joshi Star Wrestling and BFI, Battlefront Industries. 2 members of the Elite Wrestling Network that Second City Dojo is part of. And speaking of Second City Dojo, she gets to face the Second City Dojo representative tonight, that May Kwan. As here she comes, ready to take on Sara Miller. May Kwan, of course, representing Second City Dojo here, hometown crowd for May Kwan. And the hometown advantage, while usually not present in the Battle of Chicago, can come into play with certain competitors. It certainly helped Johnny Gang, the current Akuma Dojo World Champion, in winning his Battle of Chicago back in 2018. He's the most recent winner of this tournament. Johnny Yang will of course be here tomorrow night to present the title before the finals. As Kwan making her way into the ring, getting ready to face off with Sarah Miller. And these two couldn't be more different in any way. You got the striking style of Kwan, you got the grappling of Sarah Miller. As now collar and elbow tie up. Lock up again. But this time Sarah Miller taking advantage. Sarah Miller, beautiful hip attack. Now coming back, beautiful sit down splash. Sarah Miller, big fan of the hip attacks. Loves to use them in our arsenal. Kwan is a good striker, MMA background on the Tiger Heart of Morphin Power. Beautiful backhand spring into the knees from Sarah Miller. This is the import matchup here in the first round. And this is an opportunity for both competitors. Now look at this. Sarah Miller getting boxed up in the corner and now getting choked out on the ground. Courtesy of Kwan. Kwan, elite trained athlete. Representing the Second City Dojo. Once again, we are in SCD territory tonight. We are in their building for the Battle of Chicago hometown squad for the Tiger Heart. Sarah Miller, beautiful suplex there. Again, she loves the suplexes. She is a little suplex machine. Is the little Miss Pixie. Perhaps the Chicago Little Miss Dangerous. Big kick there to the side of the head. And Sarah Miller, I don't know what the hell she's doing. And okay. Thankfully, we didn't cut to the other camera for that, or we would have been kicked off the ETC network just now. Anyways, 2 count for Sarah Miller off of whatever that was. Typical Sarah Miller offense, I suppose. Insult to injury as here comes Sarah. Now, big knee to the face. That was disgusting looking. And Miller now doing some striking of her own. Hard kick to the chest. And aiming for the head. Head hunting is Sarah Miller. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Sarah Miller, of course, runs with Dakota Wheeler, who's competing in that ladder match tomorrow. I don't know what Sarah Miller's doing anymore. I think she's looking for that pixie plex. Didn't get it though. Here comes Kwan now, explosive competitor. Jumping clothesline, beautifully done now. Come back under. Another jumping clothesline. Nip up. Here comes Kwan, big drop kick. Good to see the Second City Tiger Heart it now. Sarah Miller trying to strike back. Kwan kick, stomp, elbow. And that, I think, is going to set her up. There we go. Rangers might to the back of the neck. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Morphing Times. Tiger Hardt. I'm sure her fellow partners, her fellow Rangers are happy to see her do well here tonight in the Battle of Chicago, as she will move on to the top 8 now. She joined Valentina, Salinas, Kara, Maxis, and Safiya Fortune in the top 8. Starting to shape up nicely is tomorrow night's lineup. As is our bracket. We will take a look at the bracket, like I said, at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that, of course, as you see Sarah Miller and Kwan going back and forth with each other. And there, right there, the rolling elbow to the back of the neck. I think that would put anyone in NIRATIAS down if that can connect. Just 3 more times, Kwan can become the first ever non-ETC import to win the Battle of Chicago. That would be quite a thing to put on her resume. This tournament is the most important tournament in NIRATIAS, if not the entirety of the ETC. It's not an easy thing to win, and it's incredible to see how the competitors will progress tomorrow night. As you see Kwan heading backstage. We will be back after this commercial break. G cheering her on. And we are back, 4 matches down, 4 matches left, and it's Samantha Liu on her way out for this one. Samantha Liu, the Akuma Dojo graduate, has been fighting to find her footing thus far in her career. And the Battle of Chicago has thrown careers into the starlight over the years. And Samantha Liu really could be next. Her and Lumi Hahn are almost in an arms race with each other. And Samantha Liu is lagging behind. Unfortunately, she has a losing record as a rookie. And ever since graduating, has the losing record. Let's see if Samantha Liu can turn her luck around here in the wild card that is the Battle of Chicago. As now Samantha Liu, as she and Ruriko Sakai here in round 1. There's a lot of tough draws left in the Battle of Chicago, but Ruriko Sakai may very well be one of the worst. This woman right here, we were talking about favorites earlier. We mentioned Valentina, Salinas, we mentioned Momo Suzuki. Ruriko Sakai, I think, can also be put into that category. Ruriko Sakai has been brutal her entire career. She debuted wiping out 8 young guns all at once. She almost retired Fanli and Kim, got right back at it, mauling Lee Ray. She's the reason Lee Ray is not in this tournament. The railgun of NIRATIAS is missing the Battle of Chicago. I know that is soul crushing for Lee Ray, but she needs to refocus to get to World Finals. But right now, Ruriko Sakai very well could main event World Finals with that black gloved hand right there. That is the golden silencer. That is the end of anyone that's ever been put in it. I can show you Samantha Lu and Delete aware of that. Ruriko Sakai wrestled last Wednesday. I am curious to see what condition she is in, as well as Faith Hawkins, who also competed on Wednesday. Big scoop slam. Ruriko Sakai, big senton there. There are only 6 competitors left who have not made their presence felt tonight in the Battle of Chicago. Like I mentioned, Faith Hawkins is one of them. As Samantha Lu now chopping away at Ruriko Sakai. Ruriko now fighting back. Big right hand spin kick, no, caught. And big drop kick. Samantha Lu lining up Ruriko Sakai. Big double knees. Beautifully done. Lu walks over Ruriko. Ruriko coming to her feet. Meteor double knees again by Lu, and again Samantha Lu. She could get herself into the top 8 here. That will send Samantha Lu a good chunk forward in her career. I think she needs this win to Samantha Lu. But it's going to be a hard one because she has to deal again with Ruriko Sakai. As you notice, Shima Corp not out here with Ruriko. People are not allowed at ringside during the tournament matches. That is important to know. It's why Kia Kurita was not out here with Safiya Fortune earlier. And it's why Shima Corporation are not out here with Ruriko Sakai tonight. It's now Ruriko. Backdrop on top of the wall. These are not normal NIRATIAS walls. These boards are straight from Second City Dojo, along with the wood-paneled floor. Ruriko now beating down Samantha Lu. Yeah, Samantha Lu now trying to get herself to her feet. Lu now striking away. Strike again. No, Ruriko strike back. Chop. Another chop. That one countered. These two striking back and forth now. Beautiful combination there. Ruriko actually got her exposed hand, the left hand stomped on there, not the claw hand. And Lu, backhand break, beautifully done. See Moa Suzuki do that throughout the year. Lu has been picking up from other competitors. And I think the real X factor in Samantha Lu's game that is missing is that she needs to incorporate her karate more. And just as I say that, crane kick from Samantha Lu, 2. No, in the world of professional wrestling, especially here in NIRATIAS, any sort of outside training you can get will give you the greatest advantage. It's the technical wrestling training of someone like Lorelai Daniels, submission wrestling training. It's Muay Thai like Fanli and Kim, or it's karate, someone like Juri Kurosawa and Samantha Lu, but Lu doesn't use her karate like she should. It'll help her stand out. She needs to start investing and finding a way to use it more. But right now, Samantha Lu trying to go blow for blow with Ruriko Sakai right now. So these two now striking back and forth. Ruriko overhand chop. Ricochet, Ruriko off the ropes twice. Forearm to the back each time. As Lu misses that moonsault and Yakuza kick from Ruriko Sakai. And Ruriko now golden silencer locked in. Oh, and she just banged Lu's head off the ground. I think that's it. She is out too, and that is it. Ruriko Sakai. That silencer, it's dangerous, dude. You can put him out as a submission or as a pinfall. And that's exactly what happened there. That was a pin on Samantha Lou. I don't see anyone ever escaping that golden silencer. As Ruriko Sakai picked up the win. She is now going to move on in the Battle of Chicago. The field of the top 8 is starting to get really heavy now. And I think it could very well be anyone game. Valentina, Salinas, Kara, Maxis, Safiya, Fortune, Kwan, and Ruriko Sakai. 3 matches left. There's still a couple big hitters we haven't seen yet, including 2 of the favorites, in my opinion, Oakley Stars and Moa Suzuki. As... who the hell? I'm not sure what happened there before we saw Ruriko, but Ruriko Sakai confident in her ability, always is. Certainly not short on confidence, representing the Shima Corporation. And Shima Corporation winning the Battle of Chicago would be huge for them. As we are now getting ready for our next contest, and it's Faith Hawkins making her way out for the Battle of Chicago. Chicago Bulls style gear on Faith Hawkins, I see. Faith Hawkins has a family legacy in the Battle of Chicago. You see wearing the number 3 on the jersey. The number 3 represents that this, if she has her way, will be the 3rd Battle of Chicago her family has won. Her father won 2 of them in a row. Faith Hawkins wants to add her name to that list. And I think she very well could, but the problem with Faith Hawkins tonight is she is going in to an endurance game, really. She has to win 3 matches tomorrow if she wins tonight. And she is hurt. She had that MMA cage match with Lisbeth Jin-Seong on Wednesday, where she got hit with 3 Dragon Cutters and then tapped out to a clutch. And now she has to deal with Oakley Strauss, clearly, which is going to make this even worse on Faith Hawkins. Oakley Strauss is possessed to win this Battle of Chicago, I think. She has been a pure demon all year. Started the year as world champion, lost it in the battle box. I don't know if there is anyone here that is more hell-bent on winning the tournament than her. And she has to be another one of the favorites, like I mentioned. Her, Moa Suzuki, Salinas, all of them favorites in this tournament. Ruriko Sakai as well. As Oakland Jones, I know that she knows that Faith is hurting, even if Faith isn't taped up. There's no way she can be fully recovered by tonight. impossible, I think. As now Faith Hawkins and Oakley Trout lined up across from each other. Faith Hawkins is having a hard time because Faith is going to have to take this slow, I think, for her own sake. But at the same time, she cannot let go of pressure on Oakley Strauss. Because at any moment, Oakley Strauss can change direction, she can change pace. Her high flying is incredible for someone with her power and her size. Oakley Strauss is one of the biggest competitors in NIRATIAS, weight-wise and muscle-wise. She is one of the strongest competitors in NIRATIAS, and she is also one of the most athletic, and it's a horrifying combination to have to deal with. And someone like Faith Hawkins, who I know had rib issues and then breathing issues going into the tournament, it's only going to be made worse by Oakley Strauss, as the referee way out of position on that pin. I don't know what the hell she was doing. As Hawkins went for a head kick there, super kick caught. DDT beautifully done. Hawkins not even able to take advantage of that. As Oakley now, Luthen press. These two going to battle. Big clothesline there. And now knee lift in that corner with that knee brace. Clothesline. Oakley jump, beating the hell out of Hawkins right now. And look at that, showing how athletic she is. Moonsault, though, Faith able to roll out of the way. Faith now sending Oakley to the floor. Hardwood floors out here. It's Oakley now, half and half on the floor. Good God. Just dumped Faith on her head on the hardwood floor. Oakley, Faith up to her feet. Oakley's waiting for her. Oakley now, what the hell is this? Oh my goodness. If Faith Hawkins wasn't suffering from rib issue go again, she certainly is now. All 170 of Oakley Strauss all the way from the heavens onto Faith Hawkins, and slight termination. And Faith Hawkins, I think she's done. Strauss, big head kick there. We saw her use that. 2, 3, we've seen her adopt that move. Her version of Nikki Serenity curb stomp. Pure brutality out of Oakley Strauss. Whatever injury Faith Hawkins had, they all caught up to her at once. And that curb stomp variation, that might even be more brutal than Serenity's. That's not so much as stomping the opponent face into the ground. That's a double stomp to the back of the head. Absolutely brutal maneuver for a brutal competitor in Oakley Strauss. Oakley Strauss moves on. She is the 6th competitor to round out the top 8. There are 2 left. 2 matches left here tonight. And, oh, wait a minute. That's Lisbeth. Jin-Seong knocked out backstage. Started bleeding from the mouth. Dr. Mercy's there. That's not good. If Lisbeth was hoping to take Safiya's place tomorrow, as Safiya promised. As you see Rachel Hill, she's been drawn next. That is a situation and a half backstage with Lisbeth, Jin-Seong, and oh my god. Yep. Well, Rachel Hill may be from England, but she certainly knows what the Chicago crowd doesn't like, at least. Coming out in the St. Louis Blues hockey jersey. Of course, Rachel Hill from Langport, Somerset, England. Represents Jed's camp, the Jedheads. Rachel Hill, their problem child. May very well be the star singles wrestler under Jed. Naomi Peterson primarily acts as a manager. She would be out here with Jed Girl here. But of course, not a lot of ringside tournament match. So Rachel Hill gets to run this one by herself. But who is she against? There's 3 options here. And it's Emma Chen. Emma Chen's history with Jed, well documented. Go back a long time. It's about to be reignited here. As it's Emma Chen taking on not Jed tonight, but rather Rachel Hill. And a matchup like this is fascinating for the Battle of Chicago field, because these are 2 competitors that could very well be dark horses in this tournament. Rachel Hill is on a winning streak so far. I believe she has 1 or 2 wins to her name. She helped Jed skirt Cat Venus out of the title back at the Horizon X in Boston. That was her debut. Former Akuma Dojo graduated Rachel Hill, or rather would-be graduate, but she got kicked out of the dojo due to anger issues. That certainly shows. Emma Chen now. Dancing, ready to go. Dancing as always is Emma Chen, the Olympic medalist. Her brother, Ollie Chen. Dory Chen as well, representing Fukui Pro, is Emma Chen. And it's interesting that she represents Fukui Pro. She's a freelance in the ETC. But Emma Chen insists that she represents Fukui. That's where she trained. That is where she originates from, as she gets dumped on her head by Rachel Hill. So we have a battle here between 2 people who could have deep runs in them. Rachel Hill is an unknown commodity. We haven't seen too much of her. Rachel Hill brainbuster there, only a 2 count. Jed's problem child from Langport, Somerset, continuing the attack on Emma Chen, the Olympic level gymnast out of Florida. Half Chinese, half American. It's Emma Chen. Again, her brother Ollie Chen has been making waves everywhere he goes. Emma Chen wants to do the same. And beautiful Hurricanrana. Things like that will help her. Emma Chen now takes Rachel Hill to the floor. And Emma Chen, I think, was going for a dive, but Jane Johnson stopped her pump kick. I don't know why Jane would do that. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Jane Johnson tried to get Emma Chen to give Rachel Hill space. And Rachel Hill took advantage. It now hooked her back up. Brainbuster again. Hard on the head. Now big right hand from Rachel Hill. Rachel Hill, of course, will be looking for vertigo. That running Busaiku knee. Emma Chen loves the 450. That's her weapon of choice. Big drop kick there from Rachel Hill. It's Emma Chen now. Finds herself on her back again, too. Only a 2 count. Emma Chen never will stay down. You're going to have to beat the life out of her to get her to stay down, especially tonight, because she knows just how important the Battle of Chicago is to young wrestler careers. It can elevate people in a heartbeat. Big splash there, too. Connor Douglas is a good example of that. A man who trained Ren Otsuka. Ren Otsuka now owns his school that Connor Douglas used to have. The Welsh Dragon back in the day. He's a Battle of Chicago winner. He was definitely not a favorite going into that tournament, but ended up winning it and becoming world champion because of it. Elevated him. And beautiful dive by Emma Chen. Speaking of elevating, she just elevated herself with that dive. Rachel Hill now retreating back into the ring. Rachel Hill trying to come back at Emma Chen, get dumped hard on the floor. Emma Chen now lining Rachel up. Big clothesline, beautifully done from Emma Chen. Now sending Rachel Hill into those steps. Those steel steps, spray painted with that chain link design on them. Courtesy of Second C Dojo. Of course, with the branded wall protection as well as Emma Chen now springboard. Hurricane Rana as clean as can be. Emma Chen is becoming incredible on the ropes. Rachel Hill went to go for the ropes. Completely cut off by Jane Johnson again. Jane Johnson's been out of place all night. Big clothesline from Rachel Hill. Big combination. Beautifully done into the cover now. 1, 2. As Rachel Hill still cannot keep Emma Chen down now, perhaps. Vertigo. Here we go. Rolls her up. 1, 2. Oh, I thought she got her right there. That was real close. Emma Chen counted the vertigo. So now here we go. Emma Chen striking away Rachel Hill. Butterfly into the cross arm breaker. The time in the ring spent with Lorelei Daniels had changed Emma Chen. She got that arm breaker locked in. Rachel Hill rolling out of it. Chen went for the hamstring kick. Wasn't able to get it though, running Hurricane Rana from Hill now. And jawbreaker. Rachel Hill, she is a lanky competitor. She is a long competitor, Rachel Hill. A lot of unique offense out of Jed's camp. She definitely knows how to pick her pupils, that's for sure. Rachel Hill, I think, might have been contemplating a dive, decided against it. Smart move. And now spin kick in the corner. And through the middle. Followed that up usually with a point and Rana. There it is. Special combination from Rachel Hill. 1, 2. Almost got her. Jane Johnson went to call for the bell there. I think Jane thought she got her as well. And there's that spin kick. And Rachel Hill now lining her up. It's vertigo time. Wait a minute. Back bridge. 2, 3. Emma Chen stole it there. Emma Chen with the steal of the century. Absolutely stole that. Beautifully done by Emma Chen, saw that coming, had enough left in the tank to steal the pin with the roll-up, and Emma Chen moved to the top 8 of the Battle of Chicago. But what a performance by these two women right here. Rachel Hill. If there was any doubt that she belonged to NIRATIAS, I would think that had gone now. Came up short against Emma Chen, however. Emma Chen celebrating her win. Well deserved win for Emma Chen. Rachel Hill out of the Battle of Chicago. And that leaves us with our main event. There is only one match left in the tournament for the round of 16. And we're about to get there. As you see, Chelsea St. James posing for the camera. She's ready to take on the world champion, Sasha Polyakova, tomorrow night. World and NIRATIAS title match. Chelsea St. James put through the roof of the battle box by Sasha and decided that the world title will be perfect enough vengeance for her. It almost didn't happen though, thanks to Ren Sayaka's. You see Emma Chen dancing for the camera. She is all fired up. As you see Emma Chen playing games with the cameraman, I believe. She is a ball of excitement. It's Emma Chen. Other wrestlers love being around her. I know the crowd loves seeing her. But we're down to business now. 7 of the 8 in the round of 8 have been decided. Safiya Fortune, Valentina, Salinas, Kara Maxis, Oakley Just, Emma Chen, Ruriko, Sakai, all have qualified for the top 8, with May Kwan rounding out that group. And we know who's last. It's Moa Suzuki and Kat Venus. As you see Moa Suzuki making her way out now. She has a date with her best friend here tonight, her former best friend. And what I'm sure is going to be heartbreaking for her to deal with. Oh, wait a minute. Kat Venus looked like she'd already gotten her hands on Moa Suzuki. And this right here is not right. Kat Venus got to Moa Suzuki before the match began. And she ends up dragging Moa Suzuki to the ring. Moa Suzuki fighting back though. Moa now. Oh, headbutt from Kat. And a drop kick from Kat Venus as well. This is just wrong on so many levels for Kat Venus. I don't know why Kat felt the need to do this. Why couldn't she just face her former friend head to head? Follow a slam on the floor. And I imagine it's academic at that point. We're in the ring now. And Bella's wrong drop kick. There's Venus now. Powerbomb to Suzuki, and I think this is more a Cat playing with a dead mouse at this point than it is a match. Lariat from Venus. So Venus now striking away at Cat. Disrespectful. Right hand there. And Venus keeping Moa elevated here. Into a suplex. The stiff kick right to the back. Come on, just pin her already. Thank you. 1, 2. Oh, come on. Be serious. Standing shooting star for Vina. You have this match won at any point you feel like. There's that head kick. Deja vu head kick from Venus. Venus can win this whenever she feels like, I believe, at this point. And cerulean tears. Mercy killing Moa Suzuki. Oh, come on. Is there any need to keep going, Kat? Kat wants to make sure that Moa Suzuki never comes back. She ain't going to end Moa Suzuki. Now she got the rings of Saturn locked in. And Moa tapping. Kat letting her go. Thank God. Moa Suzuki never even had a chance to get out of the block. She was beaten before she even got to the gate. And Kat Venus' decisive win. And, you know, if you think about Kat Venus did to Moa Suzuki, almost what Dakota Wheeler did to Kat before Iron Throne. To beat her down, never gave her a chance. That's exactly what happened here tonight. Moa Suzuki came into this a favorite. She's leaving round 1 here in our main event. Stay tuned after the signature. We will have a rundown of tomorrow's card plus the Battle of Chicago bracket. Stay tuned. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. Appalling main event. And an appalling way to end the in-ring action for day 1. As we are now ready to get into tomorrow night, day 2. The big one. The endurance round for the Battle of Chicago plus title matches happening tomorrow night. Let's take a look at the title matches, of course. Ladder match. Jed, Z, Dakota Wheeler. Can Jed hold on to the title? Dakota Wheeler went behind Haven Black's back, went straight to the higher-ups. She wants to regain her Horizons title that was unfairly taken from her, according to her. She should be the proper #1 contender here. So we need to find out who the real Horizons and NIRATIAS champion is. And that ladder match will do just that then. Wonder title, Jerry Kurosawa, the 2nd champion, taking on Lorelei Daniels. Lorelei has had a lot of ups and downs this year. Sense the time champion, got screwed over by the league. Got to deal with KMB, but Jerry Kurosawa had nothing but ups since returning at Iron Throne to win that title from Valentina Salinas. Then, World of NIRATIAS title on the line, Sasha Polyakova, the Terminator of the Akuma Dojo, the double champion, taking on Chelsea St. James. And Chelsea looking for vengeance after the battle bot getting put through the floor. As now we are about to talk about the tournament. We're about to talk about the tournament bracket. The top 8 is about to be revealed for the Battle of Chicago, the matchups, and the bracket. So let's take a look at that right now. There we go. As you can see, tomorrow night, round of 8 action. It is going to be May Kwan and Oakley Strauss, Emma Chen and Kat Venus on the red bracket. And then on the blue bracket, Kara Maxis and Sophia Fortune, Valentina Salinas and Ruriko Sakai. That is how they have lined up for the tournament. It is promised to be a violent tournament tomorrow night. Many heavy hitters are still in there. Oakley Strauss, Valentina, Salinas, Cat Venus, who's looking brutal as ever. Ruriko, Sakai. Maxis is in there. There's also some unknown quantities like Safiya Fortune, May Kwan, and Emma Chen still in there. Those are 3 women that could very well go deep into this tournament unexpectedly, but we're going to have to wait until tomorrow night to find out. Thank you everyone for watching NIRATIAS Battle at Chicago Day 1. We will see you tomorrow night, same time, for Day 2. On behalf of Jane Page and NIRATIAS, until next time, farewell.